My feet are loving this trail. The only challenging thing is in a lot of the trail, the leaves are just covering the ground, so there could be a rock or root that you don't see. So I've rolled my ankle a couple times, but that is why I have these. We should be coming up to view in about 0.8. I'll show it to you. This reminds me of Rock Castle Gorge. You come out of the woods to a parking area, to a beautiful overlook, and then you go back in the woods. First overlook of the day, and I think we're gonna get a couple more before the day is over, but yeah, gorgeous. That might have been the biggest rock scramble I had in days, and that is crazy. Like, it's been up and down, but like trail you can walk on. I'm not used to it. Is a sound I haven't heard in a while. So I came from here, nice shelter, seems mouse free. I slept in my tent and it was lovely. So 3.8 miles is what I've done so far today. And I'm headed to Black Rock Hut, which is 9.5 miles further. Okay. I still have 8.5 or 9 miles, but I think the climbs are pretty much out of the way. Rolling hills, lots of flat is coming my way. And here is a view for you. Too chilly to stand still. I'm down to one layer. Gotta keep moving. I'm gonna stop at the camp store and eat my lunch there. I might grab a snack from the camp store and a soda. Right across from the bathrooms is the laundry room. It's $1 to wash, 25 cents probably for 5 minutes or 10 minutes to dry per 5 minutes. And plenty of place to charge things up if you need to. So, and it's heated, nice place to stay warm. Cool. Don't expect to restock here. probably the worst cup of coffee I've ever had, and that's saying a lot because I drink some bad coffee. I'm the kind of person who will nuke yesterday's coffee and drink it. This is from the camp store, Loft Mountain Camp Store. Yeah, I'm drinking it because it's a warm beverage, but it ain't great. That looks more familiar to me. Oh my goodness. But there's actually a path around it. You don't have to just walk over it. It's weird. Crazy Virginia. Half a mile to the shelter. Hello, friend. The house is coming down soon. You might want to move. This is my beautiful tent site from last night. I had deer foraging right here next to me. It's kind of a little far away, so I could have some privacy, and I love it. Up there are a couple more tent sites like in front of the shelter and a couple up behind it. The spring is right in front of the shelter, and on the trail back to the AT is a bear box that if you wiggle the lock, you can get it to lock. There's also a bear pole right next to the shelter, so nice spot. Good shelter. Good sleep. Oh, good. When I went to get my camera, he moved. It's the first time I've seen him move. He's been with me all morning. I need to move him. And I want to put him somewhere he wants to be. Where do you want to be, dude? You're super awesome. You're real good at being a stick. I thought you were dead. Hello. We are just over 5 miles into a 13-mile day. It's pretty much no views today. I got a little taken in looking at the Far Out app. I had it to like zoomed out, and sometimes it'll take icons and like pile them together. And I saw the little camera icon, and it was ledges, and I was like looking forward to the ledges, and I'm like, oh, I'll stop there to eat. But it was a 1 mile side trail down the mountain and then back up the mountain, so did not go to the ledges. So no views today. This is pretty much what I'm going to see for the most part. But I met a stick bug this morning, so that was pretty cool. So I'm just sitting here on a log because it was in the sun and flat and a place for me to sit and eat my lunch. So I'm going to eat my lunch and get moving again because I want to get to camp again before dark and be set up and fed. Tomorrow I only have to do 7-point-something miles to a road where I think I'm getting picked up by Stannibles. I've reached out to them a couple times, haven't heard back from them, but my husband might just come from Richmond to see me, so that's fine. The trail is very pleasant, but it is slippery. I love the sound though. Trail continues across the street here, but I didn't think I was getting a view today. Definitely going to stop and look. I'm excited. half a mile to camp for the night, and it's a big climb, but it's only half a mile. I'm at 1321.9, which means I have walked over 1,300 miles of the Appalachian Trail as of today. Very excited. 21 miles I owe to the Wildcats. So, yeah. All right, half a mile to camp. Big climb. Gotta go. Oh my goodness. Okay, coming up Calf Mountain. So another 0.3 to the shelter and 0.2 to the spring. Water. Okay. I'm tired. It was only 13 miles. It's a really nice trail. But gosh, my feet just are exhausted. My little feet. I didn't massage them last night. I'm going to massage them tonight. Okay. 0.3. Still have light. I want to set my tent up before it's gone. It's 5:50. So it'll be dark in an hour. All right. Yeah. Nice spring. I could stand up my 2-liter bottle and fill it in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Point 0.1 more to the shelter. Hopefully a lovely camp spot. This is when you sleep with your hats on, like your hat and your hoods. This is what happens. The sun. All right. If it's cold enough, I'll hike in my rain jacket over this, but this will be good today, I think. Hi. As you're coming into the shelter, there is a tent pad right there. That one looks pretty flat. There's another one right like in front of the shelter, and then there's 2 more over here. These 2 don't look great. The one in front of the shelter looks pretty flat. There's a bare pole. There's no box here, but I slept in the shelter and there were no mice. It was very nice. Okay, good morning. I'm working my way up Calf Mountain right now, and then Little Calf Mountain has a meadow at the top of it, and then another peak has a meadow at the top of it. So I should be getting some good views today. That's awesome. Just under 8 miles of hiking. I am going to a hostel today. I'm concerned about some of the reports of the hostel in the comments in the Far Out app, but I had heard good things previously, and I'd already had my box sent there. I have actually emailed them and called them, and have not heard back from them. Like, the email was over a week ago. The call was a couple days ago. Today would be like day 3. So my husband's picking me up. We're gonna go there, check it out, get my box, if nothing else, and leave. And find somewhere else for me to go tonight. It's Sunday, so it's not... If it was Saturday, it'd be easier for my husband to just like take me home and take me back to trail. Since right now the trail is only about an hour and a half from home. 2 hours, I'm sure, with traffic. So yeah, getting picked up today. Hopefully some good views and definitely sunshine. Had a great night and morning. Nice shelter. I slept in the shelter. Metric and CW crews. I met them, very nice. I bashed my head at finally at 5 something in the morning. I'm like, I've got to pee. I cannot hold it anymore. And I get out of the shelter, no problem. Being as quiet as I can, using my red lamp and that as little as I can. I don't want to wake the other 2 coming back in, I'm trying to very gingerly and quietly climb over Metric's. You know, she had her shoes and her water bottles there. So I'm just looking down, like making sure I'm not stepping on her stuff. And I forget that there's a loft. And I smashed my head right into it. Oh, it was so loud. So I'm trying to be all quiet, but I woke everybody up smashing my head into the loft. So I actually did get back to sleep. I did not hear Metric set, I think, a 6:30 alarm. And I always fell back to sleep. I was asleep and I had The Office streaming in my ears. Well, one ear and the other one was face down. Face down, ear down, in the pillow. I did not hear her get up. I did not hear her leave. I have a moment of, like, I think the whoosh of her sleep pad deflating, I heard. But yeah, I can tell when I sleep with The Office on. I'm like, ooh, I slept through 3 entire episodes. That was 66 minutes. Yay. So it's good to sleep and have coffee. But now I'm like, oh shoot, it's not flat. I do want to get to my husband ASAP. Maybe should have left the shelter a little earlier, but it'll be fine. We'll get there. Change of plans. Instead of going to the hostel, I'm just going to go pick up my box. It's $5 for a non-guest mail drop. So I'll pay $5, pick up my box, and my husband's taking me home. It's Sunday. I'm going to zero on Monday. If I'd stayed at Shenandoah, I wouldn't have zeroed, and I'd be back out on trail kind of early, and it would have been a crappy day. Hey, so I am looking forward to taking a zero at home. Hey, and then I will get back on trail early Tuesday so he can get home before work. So I'm really probably not losing any miles this week by taking a zero at home. So that's exciting. All right, Little Calf Mountain. Let's have a bit of a view. Gonna go up that way, I'm assuming. Okay, communication towers, 5.1 to go today. Yeah, today's about to leave the park and the first real rock formations to climb up. So let's see what else Virginia has in store after Snip. Okay, I'm officially done with Shenandoah National Park. I walked all 103.8 or something miles, and less than half a mile to the road where my husband is waiting to pick me up with a bowl of kava for me to eat. I'm so hungry. And cookies and something to drink. Yay! I'm excited. Yeah, Shenandoah National Park hiked all of it. Well, the AT part of it. There's like 500 miles actually of trails in Shenandoah National Park, I believe. So I have only hiked just over 100. While waiting for me at Rockfish Gap, my husband runs into a couple other hikers who need a ride. Another ET, can you believe it? And his wife, Crush, they're through hiking, so we drop them off and head home. I thought I was going to only take 1-0, snuggling my dog and eating delicious soup. But then I remember, oh, wait a minute, Tuesday is election day, so I don't get back on trail till Wednesday because I'm doing my civic duty.